This is a Donkervoort D8 GTO 40. It's a very odd looking car, and it kind of looks like a radical Caterham. In fact, I was expecting it to be the same length as a Caterham or a Westfield, but it's much longer looking. Anyway, I want to show you as much of the front as I can, but unfortunately this SLS AMG Black Series is blocking the way. But even from this angle, you can see the grille. It's mostly horizontal. There's a lot of carbon fiber there as well around the frame, and this carbon fiber around the body as well. So the front suspension is pretty much visible, and you have this small indicator light. Then you have the suspension there. The only thing that's coming to my mind is you need to clean the suspension a lot after every time you take this car out. The wheels are very special. They're all carbon fiber. You can see the brake caliper also has the Donkervoort name, but there's something even more unique about this car. Not only are the wheels completely carbon fiber, but each nut or lug nut or whatever it is has the Donkervoort logo on it. So that's a nice touch actually. And the sidewall is also all carbon fiber. You can see it's one single panel going all the way from the front to the back. And this is the bonnet. The engine is a 2.5 liter engine from a Audi, and you can tune the engine as you want it. So you can have it from around 380 horsepower to as much as you want it to. This is also Donkervoort's most versatile car, as they call it, because you can pretty much change these handling as per your choice. If you want to, be a race specific or comfortable car, you can choose that. Anyway, there's another interesting detail that the door hinges are going alongside the windscreen, so doors kind of open upwards like in a McLaren. And the doors are very short, so the lower part of the body is all carbon fiber. You can see it's one piece, but the rest of the door is very small, so getting into this car is not for everyone. If you're a thin person or if you're a short person, it's going to be very easy. Anyway, there's one more thing here that you can see a hinge here. So the lower part of the door, basically I believe it swings freely, or you can like fold it when the doors are open. So it's a very strange kind of a cabin. Anyway, let's come to the back. You can see that it's quite open, and you can see the silencer pipe coming all the way from that side over there on the right hand side. These are the tail lights. They're quite circular, and next to it is the fuel filler cap. That's nice. It's quite narrow actually. Anyway, this car is very, very bare minimum, and look at that diffuser. It's so thin. It looks flimsy actually. It's just so thin and lightweight, like the rest of the car. Of course, now if you come to this side, the passenger side, you notice something a little different. You see, there's a gigantic exhaust pipe coming out from the engine bay and going all the way to the back. That's not there on the driver's side. It's only on one side of the car. They kept it on the driver's side, so if mostly the car is being used by one person, the weight will be able to balance itself out. That's a nice touch, but I think they could have done something better with the exhaust pipe rather than taking it all the way to the back. And here you can see that the exhaust pipe is going behind the rear wheel and connecting back to the rear spoiler, rear bumper. And here you can see the two outlets, so it's a double exhaust system. Anyway, let's have a look at the interior. The interior of this car, as I guessed it's pretty much minimalistic. Steering wheel has carbon fiber, Alcantara, some stitching. The seats are also sport seats, and with a little bit of very tiny headrests. And the dash, mostly it's just knobs and switches and a few buttons. Red and black is the overall combination, which I like. It's nice. Oh yes, one more thing. This 40 number that you might have seen on the car, basically this is an anniversary edition, and Donkervoort are celebrating their 40th anniversary with this car. That's why this car is limited to just 40 units in the whole world. And if you've never heard of this car, that's all right. This is the first one I'm also seeing. And actually I only found out about it from the video game Asphalt 8. And behind the steering wheel you can see a small LCD screen. That's pretty much the only electronic thing about this car. So if you look at the inside of the door, you can see the lower part of the door, that's of course connected to the body. The rest of the upper part of the door, that of course that's the only part that opens up. So yes, let me know what you think about this very odd looking strange machine. And yeah, it's a kit car. You can have it designed as per your liking, and because it's less than 700 kilos, so yes, it's going to be very agile, very fun to drive. I'm sure it's going to be very different from something like this, a McLaren P1 or a McLaren Senna, which are much heavier in comparison. And I'm here at Alain Class Motors. I come to the showroom a lot, and one of my favorite cars is this McLaren Speedtail. So all of these cars, like this Maybach, have their own videos. So have a look at my channel. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and do subscribe on my channel. I'm sure you're going to enjoy watching my videos.